Okay, welcome back, guys. We're here for another rank up video. Now, this one was, I would say, one of my most challenging rank up decisions that I've had in the recent past. I have 4 T6CC for science and a science champions going up. Now, I didn't think that it was going to be that difficult before I started finishing this Battlegrounds meta, and I gotta tell you, there are 3 champions that I really love in the science class, and it made it really difficult. I went back and forth in my own head. I did a whole lot of playing with these champions in this month's EQ, and it made it really difficult to decide which one of these 3 champions I was going to take up as my next rank 2. I talked to a bunch of people about it, and I think that they kind of convinced me that there was one champion that was above the others and should be my next rank 2. And we're going to go through that in this video. Okay, so let's go and go to the game. All right, so here are my rank 2 champions to decide upon. Hulk is already rank 2. He's been fantastic. Love using him in Battlegrounds. I've used him in more. He's just absolutely fantastic. He's a beast. He's a monster. Get up his Furies. His special 2 decimates. His special 1 can stun lock. Just an amazing champion. Amazing. Next one is Overseer. He just kills any Mystic champion. Absolutely amazing. He's also a good 2-way. A lot of people don't really use him on defense and Battlegrounds, but in a couple metas, I mean, he's unbeatable. He's unstoppable. This extra health pool and extra attack pool is absolutely amazing. Titania, there isn't a Battlegrounds meta that I have not used her in and that she has not just crushed everybody. Fantastic. She is the best mutant in the game. I'm telling you. Absolutely amazing. So it comes down to the 3 decisions. It's not going to be Joe Fixit, and it's not going to be Spider-Gwen, even though they're great champions. But the 3 champions that I have been trying to decide which one goes up to my next R2 is OG Spider-Man, Silk, and Photon. If you haven't used OG Spider-Man ever since his buff, his ability to stack taunts and debuffs is fantastic. He has a wonderful, wonderful, powerful special 2. His evade mechanic is great. He is at 160, Sig 160, so his signature ability is up there, and you want his signature ability as high as possible. He would be a great option for R2. Silk, she is an amazing attacker, especially with the heavy stun mechanic. Her special 2, again, is fantastic. Love using her. And then there's Photon, who is the newest of the champions. And she's a great defender. People really don't... If you don't have a counter for her in Battlegrounds, you're going to die. And haven't been using her too much on attack, but she can also be a pretty good attacker too. You get her in her Pure Light form, she has that increased attack. And if you are able to keep her in that Pure Light form as long as possible, and you pause it by attacking the opponent's specials, she can be a formidable force. She is energy only damage, which is great, and she also can parry non-contact attacks, which is fantastic. There aren't a whole lot of champs that can do that. I mean, we'll take care of your Maws, take care of your other champion, your Titanias, or not Titanias, but your Shuris. Absolutely amazing. So which one am I going to do, is what you're asking. Well, I'm going to do Photon. And it's just a reason exactly that. When I look at my Battlegrounds deck, I try to keep my champions as even as possible. To have 5 champions in each class, make sure that I have some good defense options, some good attack options. But when I look at my Battlegrounds deck, because I don't believe I'm the best or most skilled person out there, I try to maximize my 2-ways. Now, the 2-ways of those 3, it's going to be Photon. It's going to be Photon. So anyway, so we're going to rank her up this, and then we'll take her in and do a fight. So let's go ahead and rank her up. She is Sig 20. She does like to be awakened if you're on attack. So she is Sig 20. She's not a high Sig. As we get more Sig numbers in her, she's just going to get better. But man, she is just going to be, she's going to be an absolute beast, and she's going to be a great addition to my Battlegrounds deck. We don't know what the next meta is going to be. The next Battleground season is supposed to start, I hear, on the 11th, so just a few days away. So we should be hearing what the next meta is relatively soon. All right, let's load her up. And you guys can see I have plenty of ISO. I'm not worried about that. And gold. So she's going to go all the way up today. I do love Silk, though. Please do not sleep on Silk. If you have the option of rank 2ing her, if I had more T6CC, she definitely would be on the docket for one of my next rank 2s. As it stands now, it looks like I have, it'll be a few weeks before I can do my next rank 2. I am planning on a tech, so that'll be coming up. I was kind of thinking about doing a cosmic, but I think just based upon how I've been playing Guardian in the past, I think that he's a great champion, but I think that we may wait until we see whether or not he's going to get more utility, whether or not he's going to be more balanced in the program. But right now, I think I'm gonna hold off on that cosmic. All right, so let's open her up, see her champ info. Her health 69,000. Okay, it's not too bad. Her attack 5244 as a rank 2, which is absolutely not bad. Pretty high. And let's see, I got my synergy bonuses there. I may change those. Also, if you guys have any recommendations on relic for her, right now I have a 4-star Spidey 99 relic on her. I don't know if that one's the best one. I may be doing some playing around with which relic to put on her, but we'll see. Let's check out her SIG ability. So she is SIG 20. Photon's improved control over the electromagnetic spectrum grants her immunity from neutralized effects, which is another great thing about her, is that you can go up against a Rintrah and she can just handle him, no problem. Also, let's see, Wiccan. You don't see Wiccan too much in Battlegrounds, but she'll be able to handle him. Pretty much a a mystic killer, which is fantastic because a lot of the biggest problems in Battlegrounds are going to be your mystic champions, especially if it's a meta which allows people to use Mystic Dispersion and build up the power. So I think she's going to be a great 2A. She's going to be great on offense and great on defense. Also, nice thing about her is if she is in pure light form, her specials are going to be unblockable. Also, you can't really dex her specials too, so you're going to have to take those into the block, which is fantastic. And if you're in pure light form, then she's going to be able to be unblockable with those specials too. So she's going to be a really good defender. You got to have a good counter for her, otherwise you're just going to take the L right there. Okay, let's take her out into a fight. I really am. I mean, even now after I've ranked her up, I'm thinking, was that the right decision? Did we make the right decision between her and Silk? But I think out of the 3, I think she was the right decision for my next rank 2. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. I don't want to take her into Realm. Let's take her into. Let's go into the story quests. All right, guys, so here we are in Act 8, I believe it's the first chapter. We're going to go against this Loki. Now, this Loki, his nodes are Academic Constitution, Contagion, Counter-Strike. Not a whole lot of stuff that's going to be above and beyond the normal questing activity or a Battlegrounds match. It's got about the same amount of health that you would see in Battlegrounds, maybe just a little bit more. But we're going to see how this class advantage Photon does against this Loki. Now, the key here is to get up to your pure light form as soon as possible, get up to that 25 number. Then once that starts counting down, you're going to get a Fury for every 5 of those numbers. And you can also pause your pure light form if you punish their special attacks. So we're going to try to do that. We'll try to get up there pure light as soon as possible, and we'll just start spamming specials. So let's see how we do. All right. So here we go, Photon. Let's start building up that pure light form. Okay, I'm just going to dump my power here. Okay, so now I'm pure light. And now the key here, those are great yellow numbers there. So I'm just going to start spamming my specials and get them down as soon as possible. And you can see I did punish his special attack there, so my counter was paused for a moment. All right, so that is it, guys. So he went down really easy. I don't know why it doesn't, but yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. That was a good fight. Uh, the key with Photon is you got to stay aggressive once you start into that pure light form. You don't want those Furies to drop off. You want to punch their specials in order to pause the countdown. And yeah, I think she's going to be a great addition. She's going to be a great attacker. She's going to be a great defender. Not a whole lot of people have her or are very familiar with how to fight her. So yeah, I mean, anytime you can have one of those champions in your deck for Battlegrounds, it's just going to give you that much more of an advantage. Also, going up against those people that you can't parry normally, she's going to be a fantastic counter to those guys. Your Ma's, your Shuris, and whoever else out there that you have really a hard problem trying to counter. Possibly your Iron Man Infinity Wars. So it's going to make that much easier. I am interested to see what the next meta is. It could feed into her, with every meta, they could feed into their strengths, or she could be an absolute noodle, depending on what the meta is. So it's all very meta dependent. But I believe that in the future, she's going to be a good war defender. So we'll probably use her on war defense, and Battlegrounds. And I think she's going to be fantastic. She's also going to be a nice complement to my other science champions that I currently also have at rank 2. So guys, thank you so much for watching this rank up video. Hopefully I did give you guys an idea of the thought process that I use for whenever I do rank 2 a champion. Right now it's all about Battlegrounds. Also war, since For Loki is a very a war heavy alliance. So anything that I can do to help the alliance out, great. Anything I can do to help myself out for my Battlegrounds deck, I try to do that as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Helps me, helps the channel out, and I'll see you guys soon.